Hello everyone. So today I am here with the topic variables. It is for class 12th. Subject is information technology and subject code is 802. So in my previous video I have started unit 3, that is fundamentals of Java programming. So today we'll discuss about starting from the topic variables. So firstly, I would like to tell you that variables, from the name variables, it is clear that something which can change. Okay, so to store the program data, we will use variables. A variable is a placeholder for data that can change its value during program execution. It means that whenever we write Java program and whenever we execute it, so the variables can the value of the variables can change at runtime. So technically a variable is the name for a storage location in the computer's internal memory. So why we use the variables? We use it because it's act as a storage medium. Okay, so it act as a storage medium, and variable is nothing but a name which we gives to a which we assign any value. Okay, so the value of the variable is the contents at that location. In our percentage calculator program, suppose we have written a Java program for calculating the percentage. So in mathematics, what's the formula of the percentage? For the percentage we require total marks obtained. Okay, and for percentage we calculate it with by multiplying it with 100. So for this thing, we need three variables, one for marks obtained, one for total marks, and one for percentage. Why for percentage? Because the value of the percentage, we have to store that value somewhere in the computer. Okay, so to store these value we use the variables, and for calculating the percentage I need three variables, that is marks obtained, total marks, and the percentage. Percentage variable will consist the result. Okay, so all data variables in Java have to be declared and initialized before they are used. It means that whenever we write Java program, so we have to declare or initialize that variable before writing any program. It means that before using it in our Java program, firstly we have to declare it or initialize it. So whenever declaring variables, we have to specify the data type. Now the way by which we declare the variables. For example, I have taken the variable marks obtained. So marks, I will take the marks obtained in integer form. So for that the data type I am going to use is integer. So I'll write that integer marks obtained. Okay, so this is my variable, that how I will declare that variable. Now you can see that there are many type of data type like integer, double, float. So it depends that type of value which we have to store. It can be decimal, it can be integer form. So that according to that we will use the data type. The type of a variable tells the compiler how much memory to reserve when storing a variable of that type. It means that if you are using integer, so by defining it like taking the data type integer, the compiler of the Java program, when we run it, the compiler, it will tell the computer that how much memory we have to reserve for this particular variable. So data type is very important. In our percentage calculator program, the variable total marks can have only integer values. Okay, total marks, like I have to calculate like out of 500 or 400, so I'll take it that in integer form only, not in decimal. So we declare it to be of type int. And what is this data type? Integer, float, we call them reserved words or a keyword also. Okay, so in Java that indicates an integer data type, this int. The variables marks obtained and percentage are declared of type double. It means that the value of marks obtained or percentage can be in decimal also, in fraction form also. Now inside the main method, as we know in the previous video I have discussed about like the how we write the Java programming, how we write the Java program. So inside the main method, Firstly, whenever we execute the Java program, main method get execute. So we'll write all the statements inside the main method. Now, for example, we have taken the variables total marks. So integer total marks, double marks obtained, and double percentage. So as I have taken data type double, so I can use the value decimal also. Okay. To calculate the percentage, we construct an expression using total marks and marks obtained variables and assign the value to the percentage variable. So this operator sign, what does it mean? It is for multiplication. So the formula for percentage in mathematics, how we calculate the percentage? Marks obtained upon total marks into 100. Okay. So this is the, and always remember that whenever we multiply two things before dividing it, so we write it in brackets. You can't write marks obtained divided by total marks into 100 without, this thing should be in bracket, because if you will write without bracket, then it will only multiply total marks with 100. So you have to write the complete thing in bracket and then multiply it with 100. And semicolon, as it is defined as the end of the statement. To display the percentage in the ID output window, we use our old friend, the system.out.println method. So always remember that in Java programming, println method is used to print the output. So system.out.println students percentage is equals to plus percentage. This is the, like, student 1's percentage is equals to plus percentage. What does it means? Like the results which I'll get after calculating this, it will get print here. So notice that the variable to be displayed is not put in the double quotes. Means you have to display the variable this percentage. So this cannot be in double quotes. So we will start double quote here and we have ended the double quote here, but we haven't taken the percentage in double quotes. So always remember that the variable which we have to display, we will not put the double quotes there. Okay. Now this. Now what the plus operator indicates here? It indicates that students 1 percentage is equals to, it will show here the percentage, means it is combine this statement together. Okay. So to print the word percentage, we put it inside the double quotes. To display the value stored in the percentage variable, we put it outside the double quotes, which I have explained. So the plus operator within the system.out.println statement concatenates. Concatenate means it's make the things together. Okay. So it makes this string together. Concatenates the string given in double quotes and the values of the variable. Like you will get the output, student 1's percentage is equals to, it will show the value here in the output window. Now it was all about like how we use the variables. Here you can see that how we'll write this program. Earlier we have written the program by creating the hello world file. So now I have to write the program within this file only. So for this, within this hello world program, so for this I'll create new file. So for that you have to go to the file, then select new file, or you can also press Ctrl+N shortcut key for new file. After that select Java and then Java class, click on next, and then here again type the program name and it will get changed, package, as you will write here. So package will get changed and click on finish. After that you will see that your percentage calculator, this is the name of the file project you have typed. Okay. So it has been created. Now you will click on this and then you will get this file and you will write the percentage calculator program, Java program in this file. So here you can see hello world Java is also here, percentage calculator.java is also here. So firstly package hello world, in this package only you have created another file, that is percentage calculator. So public class percentage calculator, and this is the main method. Okay. Inside this method you will write complete the program for calculating the percentage, as you have taken three variables, total marks, marks obtained, percentage, and then you have written the formula for calculating percentage. After that, to print that, you have taken system.out.println. Okay. So it was all about the percentage calculating program. You will get the output. After that, there is primitive data type. So in Java we use primitive and non-primitive data type. Here we will study about primitive data type. Beside the two Java type int double that you have seen in the percentage calculator program, we can use 6 more data types. So these are the data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. Okay, so this is the size of these data types and this is the values. Now variables, as we have discussed about the variables, now the process of variables, how you can write variables. So for variables name can begin with alphabetic character like A, B, C you can write. Okay, any name you can write alphabet. You can use underscore, this one. You can use dollar sign. Okay, however convention is to begin a variable name with a letter. So means that we have given the priority to write variable name starting with alphabet or from the letter we can say. But you can also write using underscore or dollar sign. Next is variable names must be one word. Okay, and spaces are not allowed in variables name. You can use underscores but you cannot use spaces like this. So this is incorrect form. This is correct form. There are some reserved words. Reserved word means the data types int, float, double. These are the reserved words. So we cannot use these reserved words as variables. Now Java is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive language means like variable name written in capital letters differ for variable name with the same spelling but written in the same letter. Case sensitive means like if you have written percentage in small letter and percentage in capital letter, so the meaning of both the variables are different. We cannot say like you have written the word is same, so uppercase and lowercase matter here. So while writing Java program, always keep in mind that Java is case sensitive language. Like it meaning can differ in uppercase and lowercase, it differ from each other. Either you take the same word. It is a good practice to make variable name meaningful. The name should indicate the use of that variable. So always keep in mind that variable name should be clear. You can define multiple variables of same type in one statement. For example, if you want to take 3 variable name of integer type only, so you can declare it in one line only, separating them with comma, like int number 1, comma number 2, comma number 3, and at the end semicolon. So this was all about variables, how you can write the variables. Now string variables. So there is character variables, primitive data type char, and then there is string. So when we use string and when we use char, in the percentage calculator program of the previous section, we used variables to store numeric data. Okay, quite often we want variables to store textual data, for example the name of a student. So till now we have calculated the like percentage. For that we only go with the numbers, numeric data. But what if we want to store anything in string form? String form means any name. So how can we write it? So for that we use string variables. Okay, a variable of the primitive data type char can be used to store a single character. If you want to if you want to store single character like M, K, A, B, C, so you can use char data type. But if you want to store complete name, okay, to store more than one character, we use string class in Java. So to assign a text value to a string variable, we enclose the text between the double quotes. So the method of declaring the char means one character, it is this. You will write the data type char, name, variable name, middle name, and then this is you will write in single quotes. Char, one character will be in single quotes. For string means for more than one character. Okay, when you have to use more than one character, then you will write data type string, variable name is equals to string means complete name, more than one character name will be in double quotes, and then end of the statement with semicolon. So to print char or string variables, how you will write? For print in Java, system.out.println method is used. System.out.println first name means this one variable, plus double quotes plus middle name, and plus double quotes plus last name. So now plus operator used to concatenate the string. If like it will show you Mayank, then its middle name and Sharma, Saxena. Okay, and what does it double quotes means? Okay, so the double quotes means single space string literal this is used so as to print gap between the first. It means like first name Mayank, then it will for the space, double quotes is for space, Mayank space, then middle name whatever you can write, and then space, and then last name, that is Saxena. Okay,